And if you go over to Twitch statistics, if you will you go over to that game tab? We want to show some people on the podcast something we've never showed them before. There was the games breakdown circle.
Yep.
If you take a look at the games breakdown circle here,
this is the last 7 days, by the way.
This is the last 7 days. So this is, as the election is starting to cool down, just chatting is still dominating as the #1 category on Twitch still. Obviously, in the last 7 days, the election is cooling down now in this big giant green chunk here. And no other game is even close. Not League of Legends, not Among Us, not Minecraft. Nothing else is even close to just chatting. So I think we're seeing a permanent move on the Twitch platform toward talk, toward politics, toward podcasting, toward discussing life, what have you, being the biggest category on the platform. Obviously, there's still going to be a huge place for gaming on the platform, but just chatting, I think, is here to stay. And I think that chunk is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I wouldn't be surprised to see it be 20% of the pie, 25% of the pie as we move into 2021. And that is going to change the dynamics of the platform. So everybody who's on Twitch, be prepared for Twitch to become less and less of a gaming and esports platform and more of a podcasting sort of talk radio, politics, I would say even religion. Be prepared for religion to be here, entertainment, you name it.
Church services, right?
Live church services, you name it. All that stuff is going to come into Twitch because they're going to see the success of people like AOC, and it's going to change the dynamics of the platform forever. What do you think about that, Ross? That breakdown? Guys, look at this circle. Isn't that crazy to see that giant green chunk there? It's bigger than every single game on all of Twitch. That's the future of live streaming. The numbers tell us that is the future of live streaming right there. People just talking to the camera.
It literally 7.6% for League of Legends, which has been in second place for the last 7 days. 13.7 for just chatting. Like, that's a ridiculous number. And by the way, all other games combined is 33.6%. Just chatting is 13.3. There is going to be an occasion. Here's a good question, AWOL. How long before just chatting, this right here, surpasses all other games combined?
I'd say that'd be like 2022, probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
So 2022, it'll surpass it. So the question I want to ask you, Ross, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Ooh.
Is just chatting becoming a massive category on Twitch going to grow or decline the platform overall? Is this a good thing for the numbers or a bad thing for the numbers? Is this a good thing for the company of Twitch or a bad thing for the company of Twitch? Go.
Okay, off the top of my head, just by looking at the numbers here, these are average viewers. So, by the way, this isn't amount of people playing the game. This is people actually watching, and that's 13.7 of the entire Twitch puzzle here. So, I think it is a good move. I think it's going. The bad part is now that we're at the beginning of this. There's obviously a lot of people that have got into the beginning stages of just chatting. They've made themselves very successful. It's going to be difficult to grow on just chatting. So I think what could happen is maybe 2021, 2022, we see a major push, kind of like what we talked about yesterday with just chatting. But that also means the amount of new channels that are being created just for just chatting are going to start popping onto the platform. So I can see this plateauing maybe midway through 2020 and then kind of leveling out once people understand that it's so jam-packed with people participating in just chatting that it's going to be nearly impossible to grow. It's already nearly impossible to grow on just chatting, but I think by about that point, everything's going to level off. So I think this is a good move for Twitch. My question is when Twitch implemented this just chatting strategy, how much did they plan on actually boosting that and actually putting dedicating marketing towards getting people on their platform for just chatting or for a podcast or something like that? I'm actually curious because I don't believe Twitch saw this blowing up the way that it has.
I don't think they did either. And so one thing that I'm doing on Twitch, if you don't mind pulling up my page, I am personally, and all of you guys should be thinking about this as well. Obviously, some of you guys just copy the strategies we do here on the podcast and you try them yourselves. I have just yesterday actually started combining just chatting with games. And what I'm doing now is I'm doing a live games and coaching with AWOL. I just posted the link in the description in chat if you guys want to join me here. And what I'm doing is I'm coaching creators and live streamers live while playing a relatively slow moving game like a tactics game or a card game and what have you. I started testing it yesterday and I'm combining just chatting with video games because that's the trend. People obviously are interested in the video games, but people are probably more interested now as a trend in chatting with you about your expertise, about your opinion, about your life. And so what I'm doing is I'm coaching live streamers, gamers, creators, etc. on my page. So go to twitch.tv/awalgaming. Join me there. I'm planning on Monday through Friday, when I'm not on a trip, going live at 3 p.m. Eastern and giving basically free coaching to creators. As you can see over there on the side, people are asking me questions about their channel, about their gear, about their software. I'm combining these two trends. Look, the numbers don't lie, Ross. People want you to chat with them. I'm not just talking about engaging with chat and just being funny and entertaining. I'm talking about making the chatting the main enchilada. That's the main thing you're doing, is engaging with chat. And then the games are like a side dish. The entree is the just chatting now. I think that's the direction that Twitch is going. And I am doubling down on that on my Twitch account. And I want all of you guys to join me as I, kind of grow with this strategy and teach you guys best practices. We do a lot of Facebook gaming around here. I'm going to really be blowing up my Twitch again. I used to have 500 to 1,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch, and I'm going to be doubling down and bringing those strategies to folks. So think about your Twitch channel in a nutshell. Take away from this is think about your Twitch channel as a hybrid between just chatting and whatever game you're playing. That's the way you have to think about it now. You are no longer a gaming live streamer. You are now a just chatting plus gaming live streamer on Twitch. Why? Because the numbers demand it to be so.